Hey guys, welcome back to Emerson Aurora Design. Today I'm going to do a watercolor sunflower peekaboo design. Starting with a prepped cup, I do have a small amount of resin on there. I'm going to do the epoxy method. I'm just showing various shades of and cuts of glitter that I'm going to use. I'm going for a blue and gold yellow theme for my sunflowers. So I'm going to just start off with my yellow glitters. I'm going to use different cuts, chunky as well as fine, holographic. This one's a pearl. I like the different textures that the different glitters add to this cup. This cup is very multi-layered. It reminds me of a painting on a cup. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorite designs that I make. So here I am just putting the glitters on. I just want the yellows to be from the middle of the cup to the bottom, and then the blues will be in the top. The sunflowers will be growing up from the bottom, and the top will be the sky. And that's why I'm going for the blue at the top. So on this cup, I'm not going to put any glitter on the bottom. I want to spray paint over that and do my watercolor style, the alcohol inks. So here is my image I'm going to put on this. The S messed up, so I had to recut it on a different vinyl, but this is a image that I have pieced together and made myself from a sunflower SVG I found online, and then I made the words myself. I like the quote there. She's like a wildflower, beautiful, fierce, and free. This is a peekaboo, so it doesn't matter what color vinyl you use. You're going to spray paint over and peel that off anyway to reveal the glitter underneath. Peekaboos are my favorite type of tumblers to make. They're just so satisfying. I love creating the depth with the different glitters and then the spray paint and alcohol inks on top. It's just one of my favorites. They're just so satisfying. Now for placing my sunflowers. These are sunflowers that I found, I believe I found them on the Cricut design space, and cut them out in various ways. You can see that I weeded them all a little bit different. The peekaboo, the more solid pieces of vinyl that you peel off is going to reveal more of your glitter. So I wanted it to be different, each one to be a little bit different and unique. So I'm just going to place these around the bottom at different heights and fill in as much as I can to reveal that beautiful glitter in the end. And you'll see here what I do. I'm going to piece a few together and cut some. You know, you just want to kind of be creative, use your own judgment. You may have to make some adjustments with the X-Acto knife and cut some pieces, but that's okay. It's okay to cut your vinyl with an X-Acto knife on this layer, because once you place the layer resin, you won't see those cut marks anymore. So enjoy. Here you can see I wanted to take full advantage of every little space that I could by adding those little half sunflowers there. It is going to overlap a little bit with the leaf, so I go in with my X-Acto knife and kind of cut those pieces out so that way they don't look funny when we do the peekaboo. I just wanted it to look like a sunflower field with various depths and heights of the sunflowers. Now I'm going to place the clouds. I did different styles of clouds that I found on Design Space, and I'm just going to place them where I feel like the glitter is the prettiest. One of the things about peekaboos, it's so hard to spray paint over that pretty glitter. I love glitter, and I want to show as much of it as I can. And you'll see that there's a couple times that I did put them on crooked and have to peel them back up, but that's okay. The vinyl doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to be peeling it up later anyway. Just make sure that your edges are down good and firm, and it'll turn out just fine. Time to spray paint. This is the hardest part, covering all that glitter. So if you've watched all my other videos that I do peekaboos, you know that this is my favorite part. I'm going to do the alcohol ink and then peel up that vinyl to reveal that glitter. I'm using various shades of blues in Tim Holtz alcohol ink and Pinata. I like to use multiple shades to create a layered effect. This is a yellow that I made myself, and then two other yellows, one in Tim Holtz, and I think they're both in Tim Holtz. This is like a pistachio green. This one's a pistachio green. I can't talk. And you need isopropyl alcohol and some type of applicator. You can use a magic eraser. This is a makeup sponge. I just cut the edges around them off so that they're not square. And you can either dab the alcohol ink directly on the sponge and then dab it onto your cup, or you'll see also here in a little while I sometimes will just put little drops of alcohol ink directly on the cup and then spread it around with that makeup sponge. There's no right or wrong way. Basically what I wanted to do is have a green to yellow fade on the bottom for the sunflowers, and the blues would be towards the top with a kind of a gradient around that main vinyl piece with the quote. There's no right or wrong way. Layers, the more layers of colors are better. It'll make that watercolor look stand out. A little word of advice: if you decide to dab the alcohol ink directly on the cup like I am, do a little drops are better. They do tend to travel. If they do travel, that's okay. You can blend them out with alcohol ink or with rubbing alcohol. This cup is pretty abstract with the style of coloring that I choose to do, so if it travels a little, I'm okay with that. It'll just add to the texture in the end. But if you're going for a more purposeful look, just use little dabs of the alcohol and try to keep your cup as straight as possible to avoid those. Here I'm going for a gradient effect with the blue, so I'm taking my darkest blue and going around the rim, so that would be the darkest part of the sky, and then just putting little blotches of blue in different areas. I'm going to go in with my other blue here, this is more of a turquoise blue, and blend those colors together. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way. When those blues touch that yellow, you'll have a little bit of green. It just adds to that beautiful variant color that you are looking for. So there's something about doing alcohol inks on these cups in this method that remind me of my childhood and decorating Easter eggs at Easter time. Does anyone else remember doing things like that? Or maybe it's just me, I'm just being silly. Now we're going to add some texture using a fine mist spray of alcohol. I love the look that this gives. It's just a dappled look and it helps to blend those colors together. And you can see when I spray, the look of it totally changes. That is the key, is blending multiple different colors on top of each other, because once that alcohol hits it, it will kind of separate the colors, and then you get that mottled effect that looks like watered color. and that is the key for this cup. You can also take a paintbrush and dip it into alcohol and add little dots if you want. Just play with it, have fun. If you mess up, wipe it off with some rubbing alcohol and start over. Now for my favorite part ever. Some people find this tedious, but I love the satisfaction of pulling that vinyl off to reveal the beautiful glitter. This one is, I have to admit, pretty tedious. There's a lot of small pieces, and you want to be really careful when you're pulling that vinyl off because you don't want to scratch your cup. I'm using my X-Acto knife because honestly, for me, that just feels like the best thing to do. But you can use tweezers, your Cricut weeding tool, anything you feel comfortable doing. Just be really careful that you don't slip and scratch that paint. But you know what? The best thing about this cup is it's alcohol ink. And if you end up scratching it, just go back in with a little alcohol and dab it on. And it'll turn out just perfect. Okay guys, look at this. All the vinyl's pulled and oh my god, is not gorgeous. Wowza wowza, this is my favorite cup. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them in the comments. Do you see that glitter? This is before the resin layer that I put over top. This is just after I peeled all that vinyl. Here I am putting my last layer on, and man, this cup is a winner for sure. I created this design for my daughter. She wanted sunflowers and clouds, and I came up with this design, and this is the second time I made it for someone else, and it just has so much depth. It's just truly amazing, and I really do love it. I hope you do too. I want to thank everyone for watching the video and for following me. If you'd like to see more videos, please hit subscribe and the like button. And I hope to see you back to watch more videos of mine. Thank you so much, and I hope you have fun trying to recreate this.